All right, so all day I have been rebuilding the streaming brand overall. I'm not really trying to focus on YouTube or Twitch or Mixer really. So what I've done is I have created a Mixer account. I have redesigned the old Adam and Stream YouTube account, and I have redesigned the old Adam and Stream Twitch account. And what I've done is I've rebranded everything to the Dynamics brand, which is my post production company. So everything that I do going forward is going to be under Dynamics. I tried to make it just straight out Dynamics, but some sites just had a flood of the name Dynamics just being used so that it was in use, not really an established channel. So I'm completely comfortable with using Dynamics. You can find us on Twitch at Dynamics Army. If you squint enough under the Dynamics title, you'll see the Twitter, the Twitch, and the YouTube emblems there. So yeah, Twitch is going to be Dynamics Army. If you head on over to YouTube, this is going to be, let's see, this one I forgot what I put. YouTube is Dynamics Gaming. So Twitch is Dynamics Army, YouTube is Dynamics Gaming. And then because the Mixer account uses your Microsoft account, it goes off of my Axe gamer tag. And I believe that, let's see, I go to manage channel. Um, I put the stream title as Dynamics, so it should say Dynamics. I'm not really going to customize that too much. Overall, I just want to stream to 3 platforms, and that's what we're doing here. So, I do have all 3 pages open to some extent, but I will mostly be focusing on the Twitch chat over anything else. So if you want to create a Twitch account, you can chat over there. I will be checking the I'll be checking the chats here and there, but for quicker responses, head on over to Twitch, get on that Dynamics Army channel. Alright, so Destiny 2 comes out in a couple days. I've played a lot of Destiny 1, but what I'm going to do here is create a brand new character. Just in Destiny 1, just something to mess around with. So I haven't created a character in a while, so these changes here completely new to me. I'm sure they've been in there for a while, but it's definitely a lot cleaner. Very nice. So give me a second. I'm gonna go grab my vape. Got my vape. We're at 60% on that. 60% on that. I'm gonna try to bring this up as frequently as possible. I do like to talk about spoilers for different shows, games, stuff like that. So I'll try to bring it up as frequently as I can, like maybe top of the hours or every half hour. But if you don't want to hear anything about Game of Thrones, or when I start playing Destiny, if you don't want to hear me talk about things that have happened already, I'll just be sure to say something. That way, what? You can auto host stuff apparently. Good stuff. Alright, so I definitely like the auto host feature that I'm seeing there. I don't think I can do it the way I want to do it though, because I would like to have an auto host feature that goes straight to my stream, my Restream IO. So that's what I'm doing. Restream IO. It's restream.io. Will actually allow you to set up one account per channel type. So you can have one Twitch, one YouTube, stuff like that. Then if you pay $4.99 a month, if you really want to, you can get two for every type. So you can get like two YouTubes, two Twitches, all that stuff. There's a lot of different websites you can build off of. So what else can you do? Oh, for $15 a month, you can also connect the stream to like a personal website. So you can have it go to all your streams, accounts, and you can also have your own brand name. So like dynamics.com. And I'll tell you right now, don't try to buy that. That shit's been taken for a long time. When I got into my post production, I definitely tried to dive into that, and that website was taken. All right. So we're going to create another warlock because I plan to play a warlock going into the next game, and we're going to make this our character. So we're going to, I don't know, I made a male exo the first time. I feel like I want to make a female warlock this time, and I'm honestly digging the female Loken the most, so that's what I'm going to pick. For the face, one thing I never liked was Destiny's customization features, but honestly I don't think it matters too much, because when you're playing the game, you tend to not care about like any of these things later on. It's nothing. See, I like this because no matter what color you pick, they got like this blue glow to them. That blue color just kind of shines off of all these different colors. So I'm either going to go with that one. I want to go with like the more human-like look. Definitely want to go with the more human-like look. So let's see. It still says my mixer is connecting. I've confirmed that all three of my stream channels have my stream going. What I'm going to do right now before we jump too much into this is I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to try to get all my chats on the screen here. See what I can do. Hold on, still figuring it out. Oops. I'm gonna minimize that. So I'm just dropping my tabs out now. Trying to get this set up to where I can have all three chats in front of me. Oh, thank you, Horror Biz Gaming, for checking out the channel, considering I've been gone for a good amount of time. I'm sure I'm... Hey, what's up? I'm going to type as well. Alright, so definitely got some activity on the Twitch chat. Now, if everything works accordingly, you should be seeing the chats on the page on the actual stream as well. So Alright. And then I just need one more window up. Let me get that window up and I'll be ready to go. Almost there, almost there. This is the harder one to deal with. I think if I do this, perfect. Alright, so I can see all three chats now. Listening to Osman, that's tight, man. What console are you on again? I'm going to try to talk through voice to make sure my voice is coming through the stream. Anything can go wrong. I know we always got a delay on this shit, you know? Alright, so lip color, huh? Ooh, this is where I should add some color there. Let's go with, I want it to be accented a little bit more, so this like more bluish color kind of, it makes it look more pale than it does blue, in my opinion. Since your skin's pretty white, I think we need a paleness to be more icy, so I like that. And then eye color, it's definitely a chance to pop something in here that doesn't match the color scheme of anything else going on. And I think my favorite thing about the least transparent thing is this one. It makes everything else feel pretty transparent. I'm going to pick that one. Oh, got a call. I'll get to that in a little bit. PS4, awesome. Are you getting Destiny 2? What kind of hair does she want? Does she want to look normal, or does she want to have like a... Obviously nothing looks normal. I'm going to go with... I don't know. Kind of like that one. Alright. Okay, so hair color, I feel like we have another opportunity to define my character here with the hair color. I definitely want to match the eyes, but I don't want it to be so much different that it just pops away from the skin too much. Like, this one works because the eyes just kind of work with it. And of course, more natural colors are going to be like... I want to blend some of that human feature into this character, even though I haven't awoken. I think I'm going to go with more of a natural brown. I think it pops the most human out of it. Oh yeah, definitely. What do you think of, God, what is that game called? The one that's like a Michael Myers indie game. It's one of those 4 versus 1 games. I have it on PC too. I can just pull up my Steam account real quick and look at it. I've been like trying to remember the name of this game for a good minute. It totally runs off of like the same engine that like Left 4 Dead runs off of. I'm trying to think. Dead by Daylight. Oh, it's such a good game. You should get that game. I have it on PC. Are you okay? We'll go at 4 now. Is 4 okay with you? Yeah, I'll go swimming with you. Oh my goodness. Okay, 3:30. No? No, I'll say yes at 3:30. I'm just finishing this. Because I started, you were playing. 3:30? Oh, how long? We'll go for like an hour. And we'll get some food. I'll get it. I'll get ready. I'll get ready at 3:30. Cool. What are you gonna do till then? Tablet or go outside? You're gonna go outside? Oh, okay. You gonna play the Switch? Alright. You gonna be okay? Alright. Yeah, I never played Friday the 13th, but I don't know. I'm still on the edge of that one. Alright, markings. This is something I don't know if I want on this character. What does no markings look like? Let's go with no markings. Did you leave it outside?
No.
Look on the table.
Huh? Not out there.
It's not out there. You just had it.
I know.
Where did you go before you You put it down on the table? Counter?
Yeah.
Alright. We are beginning now. Let's get this show started. Destiny is actually a pretty addictive game. It's definitely not the world's most favorite game. I just think Bungie is really good at hyping things. But if Destiny 1 was a good lesson to the gaming community, I think we have learned what to expect going forward. If you did play Destiny at all and you didn't have a chance to play the expansions, you truly missed out on Bungie figuring out what they did wrong. And the expansions, the first expansion sucked, and then the second expansion was pretty good. And like after that, they finally they did things for the game that actually made the game fun. If you go out and buy the full game of Destiny with all the DLC and all that good stuff for the much cheaper price now, you will have a completely different reaction to this game. You will not feel the way us day oneers felt for a long time. And even now with all the great stuff, it's the bittersweetness that will never be completely cured. It will never go away. We'll always remember that. I think the game suffered from a lot of creative differences, and that was
the Traveler, and its arrival changed us forever. Great cities were built on Mars and Venus. Mercury became a garden world.
So,
human lifespan.
Despite what the internet might think, Destiny 1 is actually a pretty big game with all the DLC, so there's no way I could actually get this character up to speed by the time Destiny 2 comes out. It's just not going to happen.
But the
I would need to waste a lot of my life the next 2 days.
A darkness which had hunted it for eons across the black gulfs of space. Centuries after our golden age began, this darkness.
I'm going to talk a lot about how I feel about this game. I'm going to talk a lot about what I wish they would have done differently in the first game.
But
I'm going to base all these opinions on what's currently in the game. I'm not going to like create a fantasy Destiny game with different planets and more planets. Just based on the core game. Even what's a happy horn? See, I haven't played for so long. I'm sure it's like an emote of some kind, but for your speeder thing. But again, happy horn, I have no idea what that is. So I think my stream is on like a 7-second delay. That's not bad. At least on whatchamacallit. Oh no, it comes up first on Twitch, it comes up next on Mixer, and then YouTube gets it last. I'm watching all three right now on the dashboards. That's pretty funny. So I primarily play PS4. I have a pretty decent PC. GTX 980 Ti. When the 1080s came out, I got it on sale for $400, so I'm like, no brainer. This thing can kill games. I'm more of a console gamer because I feel like console gaming is easier for streaming. I've run into problems with PC gaming and streaming and trying to chat at the same time. And it's almost like you need a second computer to do it comfortably. Like, almost like treating a computer like a console where you can't do anything else on it. That's just my experience. And then I also have a Nintendo Switch, which I haven't streamed yet because I kind of want a simpler dock where I can plug into the bottom charge port and go straight to HDMI. I'd rather play in handheld mode while I stream, so I'm still trying to figure that out because it's just, I guess I could hook up my dock to the over here the same way. I moved that stuff around a lot though, so I haven't dedicated one single method for me streaming Switch games yet. But I will be streaming the Super Mario Odyssey. I currently have Mario and Rabbids, so I'll get into that a little bit eventually, and definitely Pokken. I'm gonna get Pokken. I have a lot of Nintendo Switch games on pre-order. Definitely treating console seriously, so sooner or later you guys are gonna get some of that too.
Now I'm your ghost, and you. Well, you've been dead a long time. So you're going to see a lot of things you won't understand.
Maybe the vape a little too.
This is fallen territory. We aren't safe here. I have to get you to the city.
When I first started my stream, it looked a little blurry to me on the dashboard, but it looks like it focused.
Don't worry, I'm still with you. We need to move fast.
Maybe it was blurry because I was running 3 streams at the same time and the computer was lagging.
We won't survive long out in the open like this. Let's get inside the wall.
Alright, let's get this started. So, when you start the game, you start out in this field, which if we all remember at E3, when this game was announced, I'm not about to go into details of the year and stuff. Like, they walked over here to the edge somewhere and they like, looked at everything. And they weren't very, like, detailed or... They didn't sound too confident in their answers, but... Someone asked, "Oh, could you go over there?"
I didn't bring you back just for you to die again. We have to move.
Yeah, this ghost just can't shut up, can he? Anyways, when asked if you could go there, they basically said, "Yeah, it's an open world." Like, you could tell he was trying not to answer the question the way it was asked. Right?
We are going to die out here.
The way that it was asked.
I need you to trust me on this.
So,
we'll be safer inside.
It sucked because a lot of people thought, "Oh, you can go all over here and all over here." Honestly, like when I first saw it, I saw like a bunch of barren wasteland. Like it didn't look like you could do much if you could go over here. I felt like it didn't matter if he was telling the truth or not because at the end of the day, what would happen? Some random enemies would spawn. At the most, you could kill things, get some XP, that's it. Like, I didn't think there would actually be things you could do out here if you could go down there. So, what I would have done differently, if this was the game I wanted it to be, I would have, like, made all of your public events, all of your, no, public events for sure should have been somewhere out here. Like, I think it could have been a pretty, basic area to do extra stuff in the game without having to throw a bunch of stuff around as well. But did it end like my world because we couldn't go over there? Honestly, no. I didn't care that I couldn't go in that area. Also, Mixer.com. If you find my channel, my Microsoft account comes up as Axe Guy on Mixer. If you can get to the page, does it tell me what the page is? Let's see. One, I got crap in the way. Oh crap, I messed up everything. Mixer.com/AxeGuy. That's what it is. If you're on Mixer, YouTube.com. My channel is Dynamics Gaming, and then Twitch is Dynamics Army. There's like a weird leveling system on Mixer. If you can figure out how to level me up,
I need to find you a weapon before the Fallen find us.
My stream for a certain amount of time, I would really like that. Like, moving aside from doing my regular YouTube Twitch partnership thing and all that stuff. See that Alright, like, I've always been a sucker for those mini games. So if you could head on over to
I'll see what I can do.
Mixer.com/xguy. Help me get that level up. I think that's a fun concept. It's the only reason I signed up.
Military systems.
I honestly have no idea what I'm supposed to do anymore because the lighting is all fucked up in this part of the game. Wait a second. Let me turn on the lights.
They're coming for us. Here, I found a rifle.
Alright, so it says I've had 3 people watching.
I hope you know how to use that thing.
Person watching right now, probably myself on Mixer.
Watch for motion on the tracker.
Crap, I messed up my YouTube channel. I can't see the YouTube chat. There you go. No one's shouting on YouTube. Just want to have them all 3 open. I said earlier I would only be watching the Twitch chat. Just want to let everyone know that the Mixer chat and the YouTube chat are all in view. So, hey, whatever your platform is, I'm here to chat. So, walking into this area, would I change anything? No, this is perfect. It's story driven. Like, say right now, I'm definitely working on the proper picture for what we got in the game. So when you go, that first mission of Destiny 2 is awesome. Yeah, I think Destiny 1. I want to see the rest of the story before I. Alright, so.
There's more ahead.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's more ahead. Can we slide in the beginning of the game? Yeah, we can. Totally is. This game honestly feels like a mix between like, Halo and
Let's see
Call of
what's
Duty.
inside.
It's weird. Like, it's like they took all the assets from Halo before changing it to make it look different and then threw it on the Call of Duty engine. Like, that's what it feels like to me.
Trip mines. Don't touch them. The reason I've also chosen to stream on multiple platforms is I kind of want to see if I just kind of stream and talk on different platforms, I want to know which site has the best random encounters. Because I've noticed if you stream on Twitch and YouTube, you'll notice that more often on Twitch you get random people coming to your channel. But on YouTube, you pretty much have to promote it. Anyone that's on your channel is following you on Twitter or Facebook, and then it's kind of a chain from there. Like they told someone, and they told someone, or they shared it on their Facebook. It's definitely a peer-to-peer networking connection. But there's been many times on Twitch where I just the Fallen had a
random
hold on this
people.
place than I thought. Just a little bit further. Let's hope
I
there's
have
something
random
left
people
out
just come into my channel out of nowhere. You'll get a lot of people that are spamming you and trying to give you a hard time. They're trying to get you to spaz out on your stream. It's normal.
This
you can't
was
really
an
get mad
old
about
Cosmodrome.
it. And you can't.
There's got to be
I
something
mean, you can
we
block
fly
them.
over.
They'll just banhammer themselves and do a new account. Who cares? You can't really avoid it. It's gonna happen. Even the established streamers are gonna have that.
Fallen ships. This close to the
Overall, though,
surface.
you can't let it get to you.
Move!
So I can't really glide yet. I'm just kind of seeing what drops here compared to later on in the game. Alright. Moving on. We got some bad guys to kill. They got some heat-seeking bullshit coming at me. So I have no problem with the level design, the way the maps are, but they truly are small. Look at how Steam is advertised to be. And what I would have done differently is if you were gonna have these small maps be your single player exploration space, then why not have these same small maps be your complete multiplayer devastation? Why stop at competitive 6 versus 6 matches or 3 versus 3 matches? why couldn't we just have like an all-out like 64-player war on these huge maps? Like that would have been super cool. You could have zoned-in battles in this area. You could go to different areas, stuff like that. Same thing where you like kind of spawn in and out of these zones through these tunnel loading screens. So I'm just kind of exploring because I never explored outside of this. The patrol zone is a patrol zone, but I never really tried to see if like you could actually explore all these areas that you were able to before. So like, so that's what I'm doing right now. I still know that I've had views on this here though. Hopefully I get more random encounters, because those are definitely random encounters. We'll give myself one of them. So, okay, so turn back. We have officially confirmed. I'm sure a lot of you probably already knew that you will not be exploring this until you finish the mission. Alright, so I think it would have been more fun if these bigger areas were the actual multiplayer maps and they were like bigger like war zone battles. And I would have said keep the same multiplayer maps too. Just have a big war zone mode that's based on your patrol zones. Or create some kind of like PvP patrol mode. Kind of like other MMOs now. I like to come back to this game. When you first played Destiny, like all this stuff kind of scares you. You're like, holy shit, but you weren't really like, oh, that's cool. You weren't really like
I'm picking up signs of an old jump ship.
You just didn't know how powerful enemies
Could be
were.
our ticket out of here.
Really sure how like weak your character was, stuff like that. You got hit a couple times and your health was half gone. You're like, shit, I'm gonna die. Like now you can see like I just shoot aimlessly like I'm playing Call of Duty and I get hit a bunch of times, and I'm not really afraid to die because I know how to stay alive. You see that? Or you think, no threat to me whatsoever. Alright, moving on. So they're very powerful, but like, I don't know, the AI almost feels like it puts you on a safety.
There's a ship. Clear them out.
Shield to go away. I worked so hard to get him.
All right. Let me see if I can get us out of here.
So that's it. Pretty simple opening game. Basic thoughts. I wish that they would have put that open area at the beginning of the mission for exploration and just like public events. So you don't have to put like a whole bunch of stuff over there. That would have been cool. Random generating enemies.
We're lucky to fall.
Really didn't lose any sleep over them not doing that.
Will it
honestly.
fly?
I can make it work.
Let's talk about ships. Let's talk about ships. I wish there was actually some kind of purpose of ships. Alright guys, I am going to be back. For now, I'm going to shut down the stream. I need to make a phone call.
Okay, it's not going to break orbit, but it just might get us to the city.
So anyone that did tune in or watch this recap, you guys have this wonderful, wonderful day.
Bringing you in.
Taking the time to stop this. Let's see.
We can come back for them when you're ready. Let's get you home.